Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make the boo on my thumbnail. So I'm going to be using this beautiful Ankara print, this gorgeous Ankara print. I'll be needing my scissors, and I'm going to be using this red crepe fabric. This fabric is very sleek and thick, and also I'll be needing my tape rule and my chalk. So now let's get into it. The first thing I did was to fold my fabric into 4. As you guys can see, I folded my fabric into 4. So I folded it into 2 first and then into 4. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be marking out the length that I desire. Please make sure that this boo can be full length, can be at any length that you want it to. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be making it a short length. So I'm working with length 40, and I'm going to add just 1 extra inch for sewing allowance. That makes it 41. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and insert my neck measurements. I'm sorry that the camera did not carry it well. I'm going to insert my neck measurements for this tutorial. I'm going to be using 3 inches for the neck, 3 inches, and I'm going to be using it by 3 inches by. I'll be doing 3 inches by 1 inch. So you can cut the neck together, because the back neck is going to be by 1 inch and the front neck is going to be deeper. So there's no difference really if you cut or decide not to cut. And then I'm going ahead. What I'm doing here is I'm adding my shoulder measurements. Now for this shoulder measurement, you have to add your shoulder with the sleeve, because this boo style you cut it together with the sleeve. So you add your shoulder measurements with the sleeve measurement and you mark it out together. You measure the length of where you want your sleeve to get to, and then you cut it out with your shoulder measurement. So for example, if you want your sleeve length to be 11 inches and your shoulder measurement is 7 inches, that makes it 18 inches. So you're going to measure 18 inches all the way. For the round sleeve, I'm just going to be working with 12 inches. I'm working with 12 inches here for the round sleeve. It can be as wide as you want it to be, but moderately it should be between 10 inches to 12 inches. So I'm marking my round sleeve here, as you can see. Now for the vertical measurement, the simple thing I did, because this dress is going to be as free as possible, and the hip being the widest part of this measurement that I'm using. If the bust is the widest part of measurement you're using, please use the bust. In short, what I'm trying to say is that use the widest part of the person's circumference, body circumference rather, and divide it by 4. So I divided my hip by 4, and I added 4 inches for ease allowance plus an extra inch for sewing allowance. That makes 5 extra inches that I added to it. I'm just going to mark it and I'm going to connect it all the way down. I'm using the same measurements from top to bottom. So this is what we have, guys. This is what it looks like, guys. Remember that there's no zipper allowance, because there's no going to be need for zipper on this dress. It's a free dress. So this is what we have. The next thing I'm going to do is to take out the front part of the dress. Remember that we cut the neck together and the shoulder together, so there's no way you can know the difference between the front and back. So I'm just going to pick out one piece from the 2 pieces that we have, and I'm going to use that one as a front piece and use the other one as the back piece. So for the neck measurements for the front part, I'm going to be coming down by 10 inches for the front part, 10 inches from the shoulder, just as I am doing. And from the middle part, can you see where I'm taking it from? I'm going to be coming in by 1 inch. 1 inch. So from that 1 inch point, I'm going to just form a V to the neck that I've cut out previously. It looks just like this. For this front part, for the square pattern at the front part, what I'm simply going to be doing is I'm going to be coming in by 10 inches. That is, the height of the pattern is going to be 10 inches and the width is going to be 12 inches. That is 12 divided by 2, 6. But I'm adding 1 extra inch for folding at the edge. So that gives us a 7, as you can see that I'm marking in this video. I'm going to connect it together and then I'm going to cut it out. So this is what we have for this piece. For this piece, I'm going to go ahead and just that tiny piece at the edge, I'm going to fold just 1 edge at the lower part, and I'm going to come in by 2 inches, as you guys can see, coming by 2 inches, and I'm going to cut that part out just to give me that shape at the edge. Just right after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and iron stay to this fabric, and I will show you guys. I'm going to join the shoulder of my dress. That's the first step. You join the shoulder first, and this is what it looks like. Can you see that it's already giving us the shape of the kind of neck that we want? So now to get how many inches the red fabric at the neckline, the collar at the neckline is going to be, I'm going to measure from this edge. Can you see where I'm taking my tape rule from? I'm not measuring from that 1 inch that is at the middle. I'm just measuring from the edge. So I'm going to measure from that edge all the way around round the neck just to get how many inches the neck measurement really is. You don't want it to be too short or too long. You just want it to be just accurate, because there's nowhere to keep the extra really. So you just have to be just accurate, and then I'll cut it out. What I got from the neck measurement is 29 inches. Like I said, you don't need extra allowance. There's no need for extra. So I'm going to measure out my 29 inches, and I'm going to make it 4 inches wide, so that when I have it on fold, it's going to be 2 inches. And by the time you use ½ inch to hold it, then what you have there is left with 1.5 inches. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Also, I'm going to iron estee to this part also, and I'm going to come back and show you guys. So I've gone on to iron estee onto my neck collar, and I'm going to attach it like this. Can you guys see? From the same place that I started the measurements from, that is where I'm going to start attaching it from. Can you see my collar? I even folded it into 2 and ironed it so that it just stays in one place. I'm going to go ahead and attach it like this, and I'll come back and show you guys. Here's what I have, guys. Can you guys see how beautiful this thing looks? Can you see how cute it looks? So now for the front pattern, I've gone to iron estee like I said I was going to do earlier on. And now I'm going to also, let me just also mention that I folded it in by ½ inch on all sides, so that when I'm joining it, it's going to be easy. So as you can see, I folded it and ironed it in. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to stitch it down on the sewing machine, and I'm going to come back and show you guys. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Like this pattern, or this color on this pattern of fabric, looks just very, very cute. To think I almost didn't want to get this fabric anymore. So the next thing I'm going to do, of course, I've gone to turn in my sleeve measurements just tinily. I said tinily, is that even a word? So the next thing I'm going to do is just to join the sides together and turn it at the lower part. That's basically all that there is to do to this dress. And this is a beautiful result of our process. Look at how beautiful it looks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or requests, please drop them in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.